Salutations, Serjavians. It's Kevin, also known as Serjay Svek, and today I'm going to present my office, or urban, Altoids style EDC tin. So, I'm pretty new to the world of EDC, and I've been seeing a lot of videos about Altoids tins and everything that you can put in here for survival situations in the wilderness and such, but I wanted to focus more on situations that I would find myself in at the office or within the city. Because I'm just an office worker and I'm probably not going to need things like fishing hooks and saws and such. So this is not going to help me survive if I'm stuck in the forest, for example. But at least if I'm running out of paper, or if I need to cut something, or I need to write something, at least this one will suit my needs. So again, this is a tin tailor-made for my needs. This may change in the future, so I'm just making this video so that it will serve as a time capsule of what I've done for my first try. So let's get started then. First is the tin. It's a nice black color that I ordered online. It also fits the dimensions of a standard Altoids tin, so it's 95 to 60 to 21 millimeters. And the great thing about it is that it's hinged, so you don't have to worry about putting a rubber band so that you'll be able to ensure that this thing is sealed properly. And it's pretty discreet, and I can put a lot of stuff inside, as you will see. And I will be putting timestamps in the video so you'll be able to see which items that I put in here. So the first off, you have your microfiber cloth. This came with my glasses, so I just cut it up to fit inside here. This is great for cleaning my glasses or just any kind of general cleaning. It's always good to have, and it also muffles all the stuff inside here so it doesn't make a lot of noise. Next up is the Zebra SL F1 ballpoint pen. It's a pretty small pen, actually. Really small. But what makes it special is that if you pull on it, it becomes a bit longer, and that's how you're able to gain access to the pen. And now it looks like this. It's really thin, and it's not the most comfortable writing experience, but it's better than nothing. And let's compare it to the Fisher Bullet. So slightly smaller. Compare it to this regular size pen that you have, so it's much smaller. The Fisher can probably fit in here, but I have to angle it like this. So if you want to put it inside the tin, this is probably your best bet. And again, not the most comfortable pen in the world, but it's certainly better than nothing. The next item is this. Excuse me. There we go. This is the Mongol #2 pencil. Classic pencil from my elementary school days. And I just whittled it down here to a point using my Swiss Army knife. So really reliable. Kids have been using this for many years in the Philippines, and it's still being made. You can buy these in packs of 3 in stationery stores. So yeah, if you need a pencil, definitely one to have if ever this runs out of ink. The next one is my little medicine stash here. So these are 2 pills of Biogesic. This is good for headaches. It's a paracetamol, ibuprofen paracetamol. These 2 tiny ones over here are Alerta. These are loratadine pills. And unlike other anti-allergy, antihistamine pills, this won't let you fall asleep. So you'll be able to take these during work. You don't have to worry about falling asleep at your desk. And last is a couple of loperamide pills, brand name Diatabs. So in case, stuff hits the fan and you really want to avoid that literally, take a couple of these and you'll be on your way, no problems. All right, and the next one is the Bic mini lighter, gift from my bro. So it's awfully small, but it really does its job of being able to light. Okay. Put that here. And then we have the InCharge 6. This InCharge 6 is touted as the Swiss Army knife of cables because it has 6 functions in one. You've got your USB-C here. This is your USB type A. And not only that, if you pull on this, you also have USB-C here. And here, you've got a port which can, while it does fit lightning cables that are normally used for like iPhones and such, I have also used this for micro USB for Android. So it does work, and that does bring up its value. So you got a lot of choices on such a small thing. So it can be used for both charging and data transfer. There we go. And it's magnetized here. So if ever you feel like putting this on a key ring, this can definitely help. And it's pretty thick, this cord over here. So again, this is the InCharge 6. Next is the Kingston Data Traveler Micro Duo 3C USB flash drive. So let's compare it to this old Kingston Data Traveler that I had from way, way back. As you can see, it's so much smaller, and you have the capability of using both Type A if you need to connect to the computer, or Type C. The only thing I wish it had was a cover for also the Type A, but at least you have that option. And probably it's better to have a cover on the Type C because it's much smaller, more fragile. Okay, so if you want to transfer some data, definitely have one as small as this. It's a good idea. Over here is Mighty Bond Instant Super Glue. So if ever you need any quick fix-some jobs, or if you want just to make sure that everything is not falling apart, and probably not in your life too. Definitely nice to have some super glue. This is not an original idea of mine. I saw it in a website for EDC, but for the life of me, I cannot remember who thought about it. But this is a birthday candle. And the reason why I put a birthday candle in here is because oftentimes in the office, whenever we have a birthday cake prepared for somebody, they don't have a candle ready. So instead of sticking a match in the cake, or God forbid, the lighter in the cake, might as well have a birthday candle ready for your special day. Then we have a micro SD card reader. So if you're using an Android phone, it's always good to have one available. That way you'll be able to stick it in the computer and transfer any data. Over here, we got some round tip scissors. Great for opening up some packages, or just cutting up some paper, or if you want to hand it to your coworker with a really messy nose hairs, then yeah, definitely something worth having in this pack. Next up is a safety pin, which is great if ever you've got any holes in your clothes. That way you can just stick them back together, or if your zipper pull is broken, just attach it to your zipper, and then you'll be able to pull and then pull it back up. Next up is a paper clip. So if you've got a lot of documents you have to deal with, then at least you'll be able to fasten them together. There are a whole bunch of other uses that I've found on the internet, but for now, we'll just stick to the intended office use of fastening your documents. Then we've got a couple of rubber bands here. So again, usual, if you feel like giving this to someone who needs to tie up their hair, or if you just want to wrap stuff up, then definitely this is something good to have. This is a G-lock from the Gardenia brand loaf of bread. So what this does is that if ever you've got a plastic bag, for example, all you got to do is just wrap it up here. Then you slip this in here. Then you've got a nice seal. So definitely a useful tool to have, especially since everybody seems to throw these G-locks away. Then we've got a SIM card ejector, because phones always seem to use built-in SIM card bridges, so you might as well have one of these available. If you lose your safety pin, at least you have this to be able to eject your SIM. Got a couple of povidone iodine prep pads here. Other kits, they use alcohol prep pads, which is fine because they want to have like disinfecting their hands and such, or in case they use it before an injection, for example, or in a wilderness situation, you can use it as extra kindling. But in my case, I would prefer to have something like this. So, because if you try putting an alcohol prep pad on a wound, then you're probably in for a world of hurt. The only disadvantage of this is that you're probably in for a world of a mess, because it can get pretty messy having this over here, taking it out and then slapping it on the wounded area, because this is just pretty much betadine, and you know how betadine can cause a bit of a mess if you're not careful with it. And after you're done disinfecting the wound, I've got a couple of Band-Aids over here. Definitely helpful. And at the very bottom, got a couple of money bills here. So I've got a 20 and a 50. Good enough for the bus or a vending machine. So that's pretty much it. This is version 1 of my office/urban Altoids style EDC tin. Again, it's probably not going to help me survive out in the woods, but if ever I have any problematic situations in the office, then definitely this will be a big help. So let me know in the comments what you would like to put in your own tin. If ever you were in the office or in the city, what would you like to put there, or what would you recommend that I put in my tin? And maybe in the future I'll make a version 2 and you might see it in this tin as well. So just let me know in the comments, and if you like these kinds of videos, please feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Serjay Svek, so you can see more content like this in the future. So once again, I would like to say, salutations, Serjavians. This is Kevin, also known as Serjay Svek. You take care and always stay safe. Goodbye now. Oh boy, now I have to put everything back. This is gonna be such a pain. Oh boy, what a mess. Boy. Just put it away.